Some of the names have been altered or edited out to protect the identities of those involved.
We're bellied up to the tip rail tonight, gentlemen.
Do you got your dollar bills out? Do you got your dollar bills ready? Dave?
Welcome to the tip rail. Nose deep in some interesting shit. On my left, Big John. On my right, Adam.
Yo,
Formerly known as Pork Chop.
Either or, I've decided I don't give a fuck. We're on episode fucking 6. Like, people aren't going to figure out who the fuck I am.
Yeah, those hackers out there, they'll get you. So
I got doxed.
Without getting doxed, actually, I think one of our convo topics tonight is going to probably help get us doxed.
Oh, I hope not.
So
I don't need to be doxed. I got enough fucking problems going on.
I'm confused.
Doxed is when some asshole on the internet decides to post all of your like personal information, like your location and
gotcha.
your full
you got
names.
shotguns and machetes.
Yeah, you know.
Landmines. We're all right. You know.
You got a landmine, Dave?
I mean,
you know, after
Larcenous cookbook is freely available.
That's true. That's true.
Nice.
What the fuck is going on out there? We hope you yeah, I don't know, I'm cutting that, whatever the fuck.
Hope you had a great Halloween.
Hey, yeah,
it's
definitely.
past Halloween now.
Yeah, approaching the Thanksgiving season.
Yes, the holidays are upon us.
Of course, by the time this actually gets released to the public, it'll be long fucking
Yeah,
gone.
right.
So hopefully you got fed really well and you're sitting around with your fucking Christmas presents.
like, what are we? This is the 6th one, so if we do, like, hypothetically, I know this is going to be in the internet.
At this point, I think it'll be close to
New
Christmas
Year's?
by the time.
Yeah, that's what I was
New
saying,
Year's,
like-
Christmas by the time this
is
actually
the New
releases.
Year's
So we're talking-
episode. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yeah, so like we can do
That's the past talking to the future.
right.
That's what
How's
I
that
always said.
fucking with you?
That's what I always said about my music is just me talking to myself in the fucking future. Like everything I recorded was just I was telling myself something later, you know. So
This is the
Nice.
benefit of future people.
exactly.
So yeah, just in case you didn't know, Adam, well, I mean, he still does make music, but he used to perform on stages back in the day. So I'm bringing this up because we're going to do kind of a flashback episode here, talk about childhood traumas or whatever,
Ooh.
childhood
I don't
crazy-ness.
Let's
we don't
trauma
talk about
bond.
traumas, but, you know, traumas are what make who we are today.
Yeah, I can
Like-
tell you about a. I can
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Rock Island High School was a trauma.
I mean,
I'm not saying that
officially-
if your uncle touched you in the basement.
5 points is all I got to say. 5 points is
Like,
trauma.
If you don't know about 5 points, boy.
And we could go 5 points in Rocky and 5 points in Rock Island. There's both the Mojo's at 5 points in Rock Island. I know
Yeah.
that place has seen a few shares of trauma itself as well. So,
But back to the music part of it that I was bringing up was
Oh, yeah.
that Adam one time performed. Well, like, he's performed a few times, but the one time was with me, and we did it at QC Live on stage. It was an all-day music festival thing that was put on for local music, I think, right, Adam?
yeah, it's called the Wicked Underground Music Festival.
Yeah,
Ben
yeah.
Stockwell. Woo woo.
Yeah, Stockwell's a homie from back in '62 as well. But yeah, like we got on stage, I was doing a verse from some other guy because Adam had a different friend that had started it, and I didn't know how to write music, so Adam was just like, "Hey, here you go. Here's some lyrics. Just memorize them." Like,
That's about.
Wait, was that one at QC Live or was that when we did the show in the car hole at Brad's mom's house in the garage? That was
the first,
actually
that was the first. That
That
was us warming up because
Yeah.
like you had gotten told, "Hey, we're doing QC Live,"
oh,
and I don't
shit.
know what happened to the dude that had the original lyrics,
Okay.
but you were like, "He can't do it." Hey, because was that at the apartment then? When we were at
no,
Brad's, or were
that-
you still out in Syphilis?
Oh shit! I think I was still out in Silvis. I had to have been because
Syphilis is a place?
It's-
we called it Syphilis. The Quad
Yeah,
Shitties.
the Quad Shitties has
there's
got
like
many names around
Yeah.
it. So
I mean, Rockatown, Rock Island, Roca Isla, you know, like whichever you prefer. That's not even the actual way to say Rock Island in
I'm a Quad
Spanish, but
City
that's what we
virgin,
did in the
so.
in the Rocktown. So, but yeah, so yeah.
but the
dude,
one
I think,
the one I'm referring to is QC Live.
yeah,
Because that's when Adam had like package taped himself up with spaghetti and spaghetti sauce, noodles, cooked noodles, ramen noodles or something. And we put half cooked bacon in there, some other shit. And then during one of his songs, he cut his stomach open. And just bled out everywhere. Fucking, and then I fucking went in and got a piece of bacon and was flipping it around and fucking eating it. And
I was a weird performer back then. I had there's a photograph of you swinging I had a dead baby doll and it was in a bucket and we had poured some blood and gore and stuff on it as well. And
we did the same thing where we cut it open and we filled it. Too, and then we sealed it back with tape so we could cut it again.
Swanging it around, ripping it apart.
We tried to go for like a guar, get everybody in the first 2 rows bloody like us.
I remember the worst part about it is I had like 2 more songs to do afterwards, and it just stunk like fucking spaghetti sauce. Like I had taken my mom's leftovers and just fucking like had poured it upon myself. I just like I couldn't get the smell out, and like it was dripping all down one arm, the arm that I cut with, and it just like I couldn't do anything but hold the mic in the other hand and hold this like bloody knife in this hand, and so it's just like I'm stuck doing this, smelling spaghetti sauce for another couple songs. I remember when the shit was over with, I ran outside and just started ripping it off, and I had duct taped it to myself, right? So I'm screaming like, because I'm ripping tape off of my back.
Marinara ass.
Yeah. So that was a wild and intense moment, but doing the Wicked Underground Music Festival was a pretty cool time, to be honest, man. Like, just not only that, I made some connections at that one that carried over to like the rest of the musical career, and it was always a good time. I really enjoyed doing that with Stockwell. I was very thankful that there was a really cool dude in the Quad Cities that put together shows for severely underground people, because that's what my music was, for sure. Like it's not even available on the internet. There's one song on YouTube you can watch, so but it's a good time.
Yes, it's me, the liquor lot of puss. Women call me that when they bout to bust. I'm a strange creature indeed, a rare breed. Licking up the pussy juice is all that I need. Yes, it's me, the liquor lot of puss. Women call me that when they bout to bust. I'm a strange creature indeed, something you gotta see, but getting girls off is what gets me. Just slide those panties a little to the side. Let me see what you got under there to hide. Is it all shaved, waxed, or you got a hairy bush? With dreads going all up under your tush. Don't make a difference though, cause pussy ain't no face. Don't believe me? Better go check your MySpace. This is my place and I say how it goes. Face plant to your pussy and you curl your toes. I love it when you're starting with some soft moans. Hiccup my head like a pair of headphones. My tongue is wet and so is your spot. I'ma make it all hot and give it all that I got. I keep on licking and you're ready to come. Hold on bitch and I'ma fucking give you some. 3 hours later and I'm still going for snatch. Thinking to yourself,
damn, what a fucking catch.
Yes, it's me, the liquor lot of puss. Women call me that when they bout to bust. I'm a strange creature indeed, a rare breed. Licking up the pussy juice is all that I need. Yes, it's me, the liquor lot of puss. Women call me that when they bout to bust. I'm a strange creature indeed, something you gotta see, but getting girls off is what gets me. Taking my pants off, we bout to fuck. It's the first time.
But yeah, shit, the crazy stuff out of that apartment in downtown Rock Island that me and a good friend of mine we moved into, or as we called him, a hot dog neck, because he'd always go,
that's not like, work for
I'm dead
audio.
Serious. He would be in the middle. Dave. No,
so
like,
what I just saw,
Dave, describe what John just did. Okay, we have to try to put it in your words the best as you can.
John is a ginger for the most part, and has
I'm a day walker.
He has a bushy, somewhat beard, and then he's squinched down.
So what do you mean by squinch?
I mean, as if you can try to push the top of your head to your pelvic floor.
Okay.
I was going to say more, put your chin through your back.
Chin back.
What had definitive lines of body parts became a Oscar Mayer wiener with a ginger beard and a wrinkly face.
I just oh.
What?
I choked. I swallowed my fucking hair.
Okay, question. Why was your hair
in your mouth.
Yeah.
I was leaning down doing the face, and like I laughed, snorted, and it sucked back into my mouth. I got to put my hair up. Holy shit, that was weird.
But no, he'd do that, and he'd be talking to you in mid sentence, and just go like this, and then come right back out of it.
Did
Like
he have fucking
nothing
GERD or
happened.
acid
He
reflux?
Nothing happened.
No, he didn't realize that it was happening. Like
was
he
a-
would
it-
like
oh, so
stop.
he had a
and
His-
just-
tick.
it was his
yeah,
tick.
yeah.
Oh,
But like
well,
that's
that's
the
unfortunate.
fucking that's what he
was
did.
super cool guy
Yeah.
all around. Like
Did he come out of the fucking womb that way?
as long as I knew him, he
yeah,
had that.
yeah. I met
Huh.
him. I met that dude in 8th
Shit.
grade, and because we were.
I didn't meet him until later in high school.
Yeah, but I
but-
mean, like he was always, dude. I really liked him, and when I first met him, he was like that. He had that whole new kid like coming into a school like of established people and peers and stuff. But he was always really cool. I
Oh, he
liked
can
him a
make
lot.
friends with anybody, and that's kind of what was his downfall, which led to you moving in. Was that
Mhm.
he was working at a warehouse and made some friends, invited them over, and they ended up robbing him. The apartment that I lived in, I got my shit stolen. He got his shit stolen. I
Motherfuckers.
wasn't there. I was at work, and then went to a party after work. And I came back the next morning to get cleaned up to go into work, and there was just this huge blood stain on my dining room floor, and then blood trails going into the bathroom, blood trails going into his room, into the kitchen, and
Who the
then
fuck
out
got
the
shanked?
door. No, they were at the warehouse that you worked in. You had to wear steel-toe boots, and the guy's basically crushed in his head. He had like
Oh,
28
fuck.
staples up the back of his head. I don't even know how many stitches. He had to reconstruct his face. Fucking
Yeah,
the
he
whole
got
9
fucked up.
yards.
He got
Yeah.
fucked up real hard.
So
real
now
bad.
instead of just looking like an Oscar Mayer wiener, it's kind of what's been
No,
big on.
he's
No, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
he's good.
yeah.
That
like,
sucks.
looks
Though. I
just
mean,
as
that's
normal.
unfortunate.
Yeah, looks just as normal as ever.
You know, trusting people.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you know, like through time we've gotten older and whatnot, but like at the time of everything that had happened, they he went on with his life.
Yeah,
You know,
That's
he
good.
was okay.
That's better than alternative.
No, but I mean, the
not
dude
going.
was a beast. He ended up fucking like, so we lived in downtown Rock Island, which you can look it up on a map. And he ended up walking all the way up to the fucking hospital by
Oh, okay.
Rocky.
Yeah, that's like,
so
fuck,
Jesus.
that's like 3.5 miles, and it's uphill. You know,
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm saying? So,
huge
like,
ass, like not no bullshit, fucking little
Oh,
fucking hill.
You have that
like-
drive to survive.
yeah. So
But yeah, he
All
tried.
right.
He tried the police station in downtown Rock Island. He tried. He fucking knocked on the door.
They wouldn't
Nobody
help him.
answered.
Yeah,
Oh,
And then
Jesus.
fucking
Yeah.
so he just went walking, thinking that somebody would eventually pick him up or see him or something.
yeah,
And
because
that's what happened. The
Again,
guy picked him up and saw him just covered because he had a towel wrapped around his head and just blood, and fucking picked him up and took him to the hospital. But
I'm assuming they persecuted, caught the guys.
I don't.
I don't think they ever caught the people.
I mean,
What?
you know,
Like,
you can disappear real quick if you only know somebody through work.
yeah. And shit, they probably didn't even give him real name or fucking who knows.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that's how he ended up moving back with his mom in Kentucky or Tennessee or something like that. And I needed a roommate. My sister moved in for a little bit. She basically just used the room as a closet.
Oh my god, I got a
Like-
great story about your sister.
That's what it, like.
Holy
And then
shit!
she ended up getting a boyfriend, and she moved out. And then I needed somebody, so I called my buddy Adam. I think he was in need of a place or was looking to relocate. And I was like, "Hey man, let's fucking move in together." And fucking, it was an adventure from there.
Oh man,
Whew.
the start of something serious. Let's put it that way.
Right?
Things got crazy.
But no, like it was like maybe 800 to less than 1,000 square foot apartment. It had the big ceilings and decent sized bedrooms and pretty big bathroom. Kitchen was all right. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and everything kind of it was weird. There was like everything was like a line, like a straight line shape, and then you were surrounded like you had walls on both sides until you got to another portion that expanded a little bit out, and then it went into a living room area. The kitchen was like the same. Let's see, it's like parallel to the entryway, like the hallway coming in the place, and your kitchen was parallel, but a wall between it. And then we had fucking how many goddamn bottles of alcohol did y'all motherfuckers?
Well, I worked at a liquor store.
Well,
And
we
I
also
basically-
drank
well,
a
we also
fucking
drank
ton.
a fuck ton too, but the liquor store helped. But me and my buddy Nick Beasy, we would get a half gallon of Black Velvet almost every other day,
Mhm.
and would drink. And then I was also buying Jaeger, and we had every fucking young person that gets an apartment, above the cabinets, that space between that and the ceiling, they put bottles up there. I had fucking I think it was 3 or 4 rows deep,
Mhm.
all the way down, all the way back, just Jaeger. and then even the big half-gallon ones were put in there at places, and fucking like just I drank way too much Jaeger.
We just drank way too much, I think.
Yeah,
is what it was really.
That's what
Like,
it was.
we
It was a
just,
party
like,
apartment. It
yeah.
worked. We had college students to one side, a traveling lady who I only met like twice. Super
She was
cool.
never fucking there. I
Never
don't
really
think.
home. And we were on the first floor. Below us was like an art studio, and so we never really had to worry about anybody, and it was just fucking perfect.
Dude, we just
Nice.
fucking partied nonstop there. It was
Yeah.
like every day, all the people that we were friends with in our friend group immediately, all the people, you know, because like, I'm selling weed, John's selling weed, like fucking, we're just, you know, moving product and shit, and yeah, I just, dude,
Entrepreneurs.
it was
Yeah.
fantastic, man. It was a great spot. Like the fucking down the street, there was
I mean, you were right in the
like,
middle
right-
of, or not in the middle of downtown, but you were on the edge of the
the fucking
district of Rock Island. You had Bennigan's across the street. You had Subway down the street. You had Chinese places that were in there. A really fancy French restaurant.
Mhm.
A whole bunch of bars that served food.
Dude, it was
You had
it
the
was a
Chinese guy
fantastic
on the
spot.
cart who sold the fucking like the
box combo.
styrofoam
Yeah.
fucking thing just
Oh my God, I
filled
got-
with fucking chicken fried rice or shrimp fried rice or whatever rice you wanted,
Yeah.
egg rolls and crab rangoons, whatever. Like,
Then we just set up shop and fucking kicked
Yeah.
it, man. We'd have fucking at least 20 people most nights that we were fucking hanging out. Which again, you know, was a lot of the weekdays was just kind of like reserved to the fucking, you know, like the inner circle, and then like
Yeah.
the weekends we'd kind of like open it up to where like,
it's whatever. We
you know,
went
like hey,
downtown.
tell some friends you got some
like-
friends to come with. We had fucking like
I
there
want to
was-
say,
remember-
like, my brain says it was 90 people, 90 plus people.
I don't fucking recall, but it was so many that like
It was asses to
like,
elbow
we
in
could
this
not
fucking apartment.
move
You couldn't
anywhere
open the
except
door
for-
anymore.
Yeah,
To go out, like there was so many, like the hallway going to the front door was just filled. There was people,
Yeah,
like 5-6
kitchen,
people hanging out in the
The
bathroom.
The fire
The-
marshal would not
oh,
be
no,
happy.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
absolutely not. And it's like it's the middle of summer. You know, like it's
Yeah.
fucking boiling hot. We have
Oh, make
all
your
of
own
the
lube.
windows open. The air conditioning's fucking still going and everything because like we're just trying to like vent the fucking place.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember my computer that night. That fucking that one night that
Yeah.
you're specifically referring
Yeah.
to. My computer. I'm playing a fucking soundtrack because I've always just been like into fucking like party control or whatever. And I'm sure at that point I was probably on ecstasy. To be honest, I guarantee it. But you know, the computer just like in the middle of fucking playing just stops music and just.
That bitch was overheating.
Go.
Dude, overheating like a motherfucker, right? Like it was so fucking wild. Like and then we would do shit like on nights where we have that many people in the house, we would do this fucking thing where on the back of the toilet we would put a fucking tip cup and like, you know, we'd
For
start like
teepee.
yeah, for like you know, like you're using our water, you're using our, you know, toilet paper if you're taking a shit or whatever, you know, like leave us a couple bucks. You remember the other shit? I used to have this weird porno mag obsession or something, you know, and I'd have a
Oh,
stack of them
yeah.
on the back of the toilet and shit, right? And every once in a while, as we go through the party and then through the night, like somebody would like open up a new spread and like leave it on the back of the toilet seat on top, you know? Dude, that house was fucking wild, man. We
By
were,
the way-
we were on
wait,
some
wait.
serious
The
shenanigans.
spread on the back of the seat. I mean, was it used?
No, like not like nutted
Or
on
just-
or anything
just
like that,
showing
but like,
the
just like it
contents.
just like, you know,
It was
when
one of those things you just left
did
where,
you
where you were
look-
reading at the magazine and you just set it
And
down.
just
Oh
set it
yeah, I'm
down.
gonna save my
Yeah.
place for
The
but,
next time you
But
come
we're
in,
just
Yeah,
like,
but
we
how are
did-
you gonna know that it's
when
gonna fucking be
when I
there?
changed it, I was like, well, look at this fucking impressive picture. It's like a giant fucking like blowjob fucking 2-page spread in a magazine. Like, did you ever look at any of those fucking things?
Yeah,
Like,
of
okay,
course.
all right.
Yeah,
I got a lot of lesbian porn ones, so most of it's like fucking like man,
Yeah.
like vagina licking or whatever the fuck. So I mean, like that was
I'm
what
just
I always turned it to. and
Curious,
shit.
it's like if you're in the bathroom that's in a crowded place and
Hey, you
you're
know,
looking
it's
at
a
you're looking
party.
at some nudity and you're like, I'm just gonna nut one out.
Shit
So-
happens when you party
I
naked.
guess the
Almost-
toilet's right there, right?
close to what you're talking about. Adam was having sex with his then girlfriend, fiance,
Yeah, we
or
were
whatever
married.
she was.
We
Oh,
were
you were
married.
married that
Yeah,
time. I
yeah,
couldn't remember.
I also
And I'm
I've-
fucking around with my buddy Nick Beasy in the living room, and he was like a state wrestler. I qualified a couple times, never actually made it to state, so we were wrestlers, and we were fucking around in some kind of shit. And I just fucking and Nick's not a small guy, but to me, he's a small guy. You know, like he's 5'9", 100 and whatever. Maybe he's probably like 220 now, but like he's a smaller guy. And I just fucking picked him up and just fucking drove him through Adam's bedroom door while he's fucking balls deep in his wife at that time. Like, and I think from what I remember, his wife was handcuffed. Like
she was indisposed. It wasn't handcuffs.
Okay,
We had gotten that large roll of duct tape at that point in time. So we had been messing around with what do we call her? We called her the Southern whore. She was the one that did drugs and then cleaned apartments. You don't remember her?
I do not, bro.
Oh, bro.
She's a
Maybe this
Girlfriend?
might have. No, there's no way this was after you because I was
You guys didn't live there long after me.
We
Right?
didn't party like that after because we were having a kid, you know. So like it fucking like
that's right,
you know.
that's right.
So you had to have been there. This was a was a like
describe her or
I don't
a situation
really
that
recall
she would
what
have been in.
Okay, so used to
Okay,
come
I
down and
remember.
party with us, and he had brought his shit. Now we invited her over, and then like we had duct taped her hands together for a prank, I suppose. I don't know, but then
Discoveries were made.
yeah, you know, she ended up enjoying some time with that evening. But like we had got, I don't know,
Smaller, skinny, light
she-
skin or pasty white
Thick.
she was
bobblehead, fucking
white
always
girl.
wore
I couldn't remember
ponytails.
what her fucking
Juggalo or not?
in the Juggalo community, but
I
like
think I know who you're talking about.
yeah, again, like I said, I couldn't recall what her actual name is, but I remember that her nickname
So
amongst
Southern
everybody.
whore.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
So, but her whole thing was like you bring her around and she would like clean up parties for like fucking upper drugs and shit, and it was just like really useful.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, no, to see, look, Dave. I'm sorry. This is
No,
hang
it's
on.
great.
Drug
I'm not-
addicts are
no.
fantastic workers when you give them
No.
what they want.
No, I
It's,
get it.
You know, but it's a weird reality in the drug world, and I know you're not as familiar with all that, but I mean,
No,
it's just the way it is.
I've
And,
worked with a few.
yeah,
It's just
you know, I think that's
it's
why
an ecosystem.
it became a natural fit to flow into the strip club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the life I lived before, shit, was this fucking 5-6 years before? Like before we lived together even a few years before.
Because I went in
You-
2006.
Yeah.
So this would have been
Oh.
2003 to 2006. Like, because
Point
when I
out that-
left, so
The-
yeah, so after I left the apartment, I went to my mom's, and it wasn't shortly after that where I got the job at Tuxedos.
Okay.
So I mean,
But
it was right
from
there in all the
me to
windows.
from
you
from
to
me
the
to
club.
when I got there, it was like 5 years. 4
Oh,
or
yeah,
5
easy.
years. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, because I remember you were moving out. I think we moved Topher in for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken, like a couple of months, and then that's when we were gonna have our first kid.
Yeah.
But timeline's willy wonky.
Yeah. Drugs.
drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
does
apartment though, again.
I don't know if I have crazy roommate, like crazy or as exciting as yours or yours. But I guess you could pick drinking and drugs, we'll say mild story, or sexual story. You pick. Or I can do both.
I think that in the terms of things, I think you would do better with the sexual story, Dave. Give us
Why is it
give us-
always sexual with me?
Because-
Okay, so
because you
I-
have less experience with drinking and drugs. Well, drinking not so much.
no, I used to be an alcoholic for
right,
sure.
right.
No, okay, so
Define your terms of alcoholism, because I used to fill a beer bong
I
with
probably
black
was
velvet
not. I
and
probably was
fucking
not.
take it to the face.
You're also fucking really big, John. You have a huge
And
liver.
Dave Small?
No,
I'm pretty
but-
big too. I used to carry a case.
I know I'm
and
bigger
the-
than Dave, but come
I
on,
used to
man,
go
he's
to
not
the-
a fucking midget.
I used to go to the club and drink like 248 packs. And in my back of my car, I used to have pictures of it, but it was like Jack, gin, just tons of shit, and I would just drink all the time. I was hanging out with the brothers. That's all we fucking did was drink. So,
All right,
but
all
that
right,
was
all right,
mostly
all right.
because I was depressed and a whole bunch of people died. But that's a story for another
Yeah.
topic.
I got you.
Back to roommate Storyville.
Wait, is this sex?
This will be sex oriented to keep you.
Bang, 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 bang. All right, go ahead.
So, oh man, there's a lot to preface. Anyways, I ended up being homeless in Arizona. I got roommates, but I worked a job. I made friends with a person where I could stay at their place because I had to ride 3 buses. But he convinced my ass to move to Pittsburgh, so I moved to Pittsburgh. We got an apartment together, and he started dating this girl who was a shift manager at McDonald's, and I just remember one night my room was parallel to the bathroom, and his bedroom was on the opposite side of the room. Middle of the night, I could hear the toilet slam shut, like shut down, lid hidden because it left up. I could hear fucking everything in the bathroom, and shower goes on, and I'm just like, okay, well, I roll over and have this little 13-inch fucking boob tube TV with a timer on it, and fucking, I could hear them talking. And she's in the shower, and he's in the bathroom taking a shit. And I could hear him say, you okay, baby? You made me take the largest shit ever. And I'm just like, what the fuck is the context of this? So
she probably was.
Oh, yeah. So
okay. Hang on, there's more.
I set the fucking timer, and I set it to like fucking, I don't know, it was like TMC or some stupid shit with fucking like, Andy Griffin show playing, black and white.
Nice.
30-minute timer, rolled over, went back to bed. I wake up. Their bedroom door, it's parallel. Like, it's the opposite side of the door open. There's a fucking, like, 2.5-foot fucking strap on their bed. And I'm just like, well, this is first for me, I guess. Jesus. And this is like...
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind a finger, but fuck.
No, it was weird, too, because, okay, you've seen, like, a dilly bar, right? From DQ?
Oh, yeah.
So it was tapered like that 4 or 5 times.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just like, I just stood there like, all right, well, this is new.
It's impressive. And it's impressive what can get inserted into people, isn't
I
it?
heard 3 raccoons could fit into the human anus, but...
Oh, I wouldn't want to try that out either.
Neither do I.
I got 5 on it.
You know,
I
have accidentally given myself a colonoscopy just by wiping my ass too hard. So it's no, I'm good. But yeah, that was a weird time too, because I remember moving around some stuff in that place, and I found a binder, and I probably shouldn't have looked through it, but it was a boudoir shoot that she had done. I don't know where the fuck place that she took the photos at, and she worked at McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. So she's in her attire.
Oh, nice.
And stripping. And I don't know if either of you worked at McDonald's before.
I have.
They used to have their fucking Big Mac sauces in these tubes and a cotton gun. She had taken one of those and was squirting the Big Mac sauce on her naked ass body all over.
Story to go along with that later.
And I'm just like, I am learning about a lot of sexual shit that I wasn't exposed to before at 23. And I'm just like, all right. Okay.
So then this is you saying that now you have a food with
no.
sex
I am not. I am not George Costanza. I am not going to eat marble rye while trying to have sex and watch a Yankees game.
Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. Not me. I mean, I've tried dabbling with food in the bedroom, like chocolate syrup, honey, whipped cream.
You know what I recommend?
Like I don't like.
It's like what the fuck
I don't
ever.
like the Hershey syrup. Like,
there's too much setup. There's too much cleaning.
Once or twice in your life.
Yeah, try things.
Definitely.
I'm not shaming.
The dope thing.
I'm lazy.
In high school, this is one. Well, I'm gonna follow up with you. So in high school, I did have a girlfriend that was just like down to do whatever the fuck, basically, and she wanted me to fuck her with a bomb pop.
Nice.
And so if you freeze up a pussy, and then
it's great.
It's very interesting to do that. Let's just put it that way. However, if I'm not mistaken, I was explained later in life that the sugars are bad for your pH balance and stuff, and don't do that. Don't stick a bomb pop in women.
No, I did ice cubes.
Ice cubes, sure.
Yep.
Water, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Whatever to get that the frozen thing. It's easier if it's on a stick.
Yeah,
Just saying.
If it's a dick-shaped object, it works better.
That's right.
It's pussy dynamic.
So they
just
need
make your own popsicle.
Sugar-free bomb pops, but it doesn't taste the same.
No sugar added pudding pop.
Yeah. So, yeah, interesting. Didn't mean to jump in your story about your strange roommates, but that's really crazy. Mac sauce, huh? I wonder.
But that's how I got fired from.
When you were fucking
McDonald's.
pouring Big Mac sauce, cocking it all over you.
Coworker, God, what was his name?
It wasn't was it?
No, Reefer.
Ooh, shit, Reefer. Yeah,
Reefer
madness.
He was like an assistant manager, and I am on the other side, throwing chicken patties into the deep freezer. or into the deep fryer.
Right.
And then he hits me with a fucking mayonnaise to the back of the head.
What the fuck?
Just because he's that
Fucking
guy.
around.
And then so I turn around and I grab the mac sauce and I fucking hit him right in the fucking side of his head with
that's
it.
dense.
That's when the manager walked around and
That's
saw
like
me doing it to
3
him.
pounds of fucking Big
Yeah.
Mac sauce.
Yeah. And so yeah, we both got fired because she was just trying to fire me, and I was like, no, this motherfucker's coming down with me. And I was like, look, I got fucking mayonnaise all over the back of my head. No, like this wasn't. Yeah. So no, we actually sorry, I forgot. We both didn't get fired. I got fired. He got demoted back down to just an employee. So he lost his assistant manager title.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
But
Reefer Madness, man. That
Yeah.
fucking guy.
that's the definition. Like when that show or when that all happened back in the 50s, they should have like got this guy because he is the definition of reefer madness.
I mean, like, imagine going into life having the last name of Reefer. You know, I mean, like, we're all obviously aware
I mean,
that
it could
it's
be a
a
trucking
synonym,
term.
but like, no, dude, this dude he brought and drank vodka in the middle of class at high school. Like,
Yeah.
it was like, why would he would just like,
He would-
I don't know.
He just bite corners off of fucking the sheets, and fucking that was a fucking Tuesday.
yeah.
Like, so he's taking
All right.
20 hits of acid because what a sheet is 100, right?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
so
yeah.
he bites off a corner, so that's 15.
This is back when
and these-
LSD was actually readily available.
Yeah.
Like, we all had it.
So
But
yeah, and the dude that was him.
Hey,
Like, and he lived a block down from me.
yeah.
Like,
And which was also not terribly far from school. I mean, like, in the terms of Rock Island things, like, well, I guess it was. Never mind. I was thinking, move on.
yeah.
Wow.
I was thinking Audubon. I was like,
Oh yeah,
it's not very-
Audubon's stupid
Yeah,
close,
like-
but Rocky.
Too many drugs.
yeah, right.
So
Which Audubon no longer stands.
yeah, now it's gone. I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck is there anymore. I haven't been to Rock Island in a long time.
Well, I don't know if it's still because I know CVS closed a lot of stores, but it turned into a CVS.
Is Dr. Gyro still there?
From the last time I was there, it was still there.
I remember when that was a Dunkin' Donut.
I used to get Dunkin' Donuts every morning before
Dude,
school.
like, dude, fuck.
That's probably why
damn.
I'm fat.
I mean,
But it was either that or fucking Checkers. Like,
Checkers was also
when
fucking
when Checkers got
fantastic.
dropped in down
Wait,
the street from my
An
house,
actual Checkers, like
a block.
The
a
Checkers,
block.
The
yeah.
Checkers?
Yeah,
The
the
Checkers.
Checkers.
I grew up with
restaurant.
Checkers, and I fucking miss it. Like
I
we have
sat there-
bebops, and I'm like, fuck.
There was
Yeah.
there was a crazy lady in our street. We were supposed to get a AutoZone, but she didn't want. She went around and petitioned the neighborhood and got enough signatures to where they didn't want an AutoZone.
They moved AutoZone down.
Down
to
on-
But you got
38th,
Checkers
Yeah,
fast
38th.
food.
Yeah.
So then she
Instead
went
of the
around
AutoZone.
again when Checkers was going to come in because the house got destroyed. Car ran through the house. Whatever, yada yada yada. So
Rock
the
Island.
property.
AutoZone probably would have helped stop the car from fucking going through
At
a
least.
goddamn house. Like,
Rock
oh,
Island.
It was just Rock Island shit. you
Yeah,
know.
Oh, okay.
it was a Tuesday.
I mean, get rid of the place that can fix the problems.
Yeah, but then she went around again when they were announcing that there was possibly a Checkers going into that location, and everybody was just like, "No, fuck you!" Like we would have rather have had AutoZone. Like so, at the neighborhood let it. It came in. I got to sit there and watch it. It comes in like a flatbed
Yeah.
trailer, fully assembled.
Yep.
They use a crane, pick it up, drop it down. I'd never seen that shit before
Yeah.
back then. You know, like
It's not a big thing, but it's like I fucking love Checkers.
oh, dude, Checkers is fucking.
Their burgers were so
boy.
greasy and delicious, and they were
Their
fucking
their
cheap.
spicy chickens were
Yeah.
$1, dude, and I would go there every day and get like 3 of them bitches. Like at $3 when you're fucking
Dude, my brother
Fourteen,
worked at a
14,
Checkers.
15. Like
My brother worked at a Checkers right when I was making a transitional phase from like house to house, and like he quit, and then he just like had a uniform, and I used to wear that motherfucker around. People was like, "Oh, you work at Checkers?" I'm just like, "Yeah." I don't know.
just got off.
I lied about shit all the time as a kid. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
But
But no, but yeah, Reefer lived basically. So the Checkers is on this corner. Reefer lived here, and then I lived a block down on this side.
which you could see is a straight line.
Yep.
Audio listeners.
Yeah, it was just hand gestures
Yeah, it
that
was hand motions,
realistically
people.
to me
Sorry,
makes no
sorry.
sense because I have no point of reference. But
That's okay.
side by side.
Checkers was there. Reefer was there. Remember that other psycho dude that ended up? Well, we should probably not name him, but
Psycho dude?
you remember him? He lived in that same area as well. But he ended up he murdered a toddler. To be honest, you remember that guy?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah, dude. He
I do
lived in that
remember that.
fucking same
Yeah.
area too. I remember being friends with him. He would like come out and like hang out at my fucking mom's farmhouse and shit. Like it was that
Oh,
like
wow.
age junior
Okay.
high for me and shit, you know? And when
Yeah.
that shit went down later in life, I was like, whoa, that's fucked up, man. Like I get it being like angry at a kid, but like, dude, don't like don't.
I mean,
stuff
we
him
also
in a
know somebody
fucking
else
couch.
that killed a kid too.
Yes,
Yes, we
that's-
do.
We all
that's
know
really
that
And
weird.
person.
that fucking piece of
We won't
shit.
say names,
Whoa.
but yeah.
I'm not even gonna say how we know.
No, yeah,
that
person. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, because
there we go.
But
I just
good
remember that one
goddamn.
time she said I was a piece of shit, so that just stuck with me.
Well, we
Yeah.
just genderized her. Ah, fuck.
Wait, what?
We hadn't named a gender,
Yeah, I just said
a
that person. But
but no worries. It's all good.
thanks, Dave.
Yeah,
Hey, you're
Dave.
welcome. I'm a truth seekers.
And we
But-
don't. Anyway,
Right?
Point is,
Yeah, we know people.
We know bad people.
sometimes
We
bad
can't talk
things
about it.
happen,
Yeah.
and we are related somehow
So
to them.
leaning
Anyway.
on that bad thing, we'll get away from the kid murders.
Oh yeah.
How about a Taco Bell murder?
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, for sure.
Uh,
There's a few things that the Quad Cities is famous for, and I tend to believe that this is one of them. Right?
Yes, I would
Yeah.
say so. It made
Uh,
national news.
yeah.
I
That's
picked
nice.
up by fucking CNN and all the fucking 24-hour people.
I cannot recall the victim's name, to be honest with you.
I don't
And
remember
that's where,
anybody's name.
So I
But I know you-
I remember Kolb, Sarah Kolb, I
Okay.
think was her name, right?
Again,
I don't know. There's okay. So to generally, let's sum up and let's get Dave up to speed.
Because I have
There
no
is-
idea.
There is a murder that's happened in Moline, Illinois. On well, technically, it involves a few cities. Hang on a second, we'll get to
Yes.
that.
Wait.
So, as
All
best as my recollection. Oh, sorry, you got a question?
Well, I mean, you said it takes place at over multiple cities.
Sort of. The Quad
So the
Cities is
original
like
murder happens at
Taco Bell
on
in the
23rd
parking
Avenue
lot of Taco Bell in
in
a
Moline,
car in the parking lot of Taco
she got
Bell,
strangled from behind. Fucking, she's sitting in the front seat. Person in the back seat strangles her in Taco Bell parking lot.
Right.
God
Over
damn.
some-
She's arguing.
dumb shit.
She's arguing with
Yeah.
another girl that she went to school with, and that's the Sarah girl. There are two others,
And there was a plot. It wasn't like
It,
they had
So
been
it
fighting.
planned.
they had
and
been.
the
yeah,
three
this was a
people planned
this was a planned
this.
thing, and then here's where it gets like a little more gruesome and a little wilder. Is that once they killed her, they dismembered her and tried to bury her.
Burned
across-
her.
Burned her.
Tried to
and
burn
tried
her
to burn
first.
her first. I'm sorry. And then
When they
ended up-
realized that you can't get a fire hot enough in
Yeah,
like
like-
a backyard.
yeah,
Right.
like they
Like-
went to a farm area, tried to burn her.
Yeah,
and then
they
hacked
chopped her
the
up in the
fuck up.
farm,
No
tried to
pig
burn her at
farms
the
in
farm.
fucking
They
No,
weren't that
it's
smart.
like it's corn crops and shit in
Alright,
Illinois.
alright.
Like there's not really like hog farm.
Yeah,
type
you got to
stuff.
go way,
and you
way
would have
farther
to,
south.
yeah.
for a
You
pig.
would, and I mean, like, how are you gonna convince somebody to? Well, you
You'd have to know the
people.
people.
You know,
I know people. We could do it if we need it, guys. I
I
know
was
people.
different. I was different.
There
right?
is a lot of pig farms here. If you
Well,
know the
I
right
think it's
people.
what 5 pigs to per person.
I don't know.
but
Is it really?
I think
Jesus.
so.
It's not,
but,
it doesn't take
um,
much. Yeah.
After
So,
after she got set on fire and dismembered, they took her to Rock Island.
Black Hawk State Park.
Yeah,
and
so
they tried to
like
dispose of her in
a park,
multiple
they
places
they
in this
lifted
park.
her up, like they put part of her in a
what
man,
the
like they
fuck
lifted
did
up a
this girl
manhole,
do?
threw her
Pissed
in there.
another girl off.
Yeah,
Literally just some two girls arguing. Two
It's
high
like a
school
Hallmark
girls
movie
arguing.
that
I think
happened
it
in
was,
real life.
It
I don't
literally
know
could
what
have been.
Hallmark movies you're
to be
fucking
honest,
watching.
It could have been over
This
a
is
boyfriend.
not a Hallmark movie.
It could have been over a boyfriend. It could have been. I do not
without
know,
without
and I
having
don't
the
recognize
without having the
it.
article.
Well,
Yeah,
they-
sorry. It's yeah. You
Yeah.
could totally look it up. Like I said, it's a
No,
Rock
it's
Island
just-
murder. Or like
It's
the-
not
you know,
called the Taco Bell murder. That's just what I call it.
right because I mean
but
that's
a
where it
bad
technically happened.
fucking
So.
5-layer burrito.
It's
right?
it is.
Jesus.
It wasn't
certainly-
because she like fucked up an order. Like
No, and
it
she, I
wasn't
don't even
that.
think she worked there. I think this was just where it happened
Yeah.
because like they technically went to
She went to
an
get a fucking
alternative school
gordita and then
nearby. I
got
think.
fucking dismembered.
But yeah, that was the whole thing.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That poor
they-
girl. I mean, fuck.
But it was like they were caught relatively quickly. It wasn't like the girl was missing for years and years.
No, they
and
figured
years.
it out rather
Yeah.
relatively quickly. And see what it was the two people that were mainly involved went to a third person and got him fucking involved. I think that dude ended up getting released and then ended up dying, didn't he? Or killed himself or something.
I knew somebody killed themselves.
Somebody
know.
involved in that particular murder set has committed suicide as well.
I think
It's,
the one
it's
dude's
pretty-
still in jail.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the neither of them are getting out, the boy or the guy or the girl.
Yeah.
You know, so at least as far as I'm
Yeah, the
aware,
one dude was
so.
just like a add-on, so he didn't get as much time.
And people
But-
tell me that I'm wrong when I say kids can be fucking monsters.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
for
you know,
sure.
definitely, you know, but like that's the crazy thing is that like, you know, high school drama can get escalated into that kind of fucking
School
like,
shootings.
yeah,
Get
it's like we didn't have school shootings at that point in time. We had the
We
fucking
had
somebody.
Columbine.
I mean, Columbine had happened in my junior year, if I'm not mistaken. Because wait,
That
when
was
did you
yeah.
graduate?
I graduated 2001,
So
so 2000 was when Columbine happened.
So you graduated with my sister.
No, your sister was a grade older than me, I believe, maybe 2.
Because no, I was in high school. She was a senior when I was in high school.
When you were a freshman,
Yeah, that was 99.
I was a
So she graduated 2000.
She
So, yeah,
okay, so
she
she was a,
graduated
she was
2000.
a year ahead of me then.
Yeah, so,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
But yeah, Columbine happened. We
Right.
actually there was a fucking the kid who did the bomb threat. Were you there? We all got
Yes.
pushed outside.
Yep.
Yeah. My sister left me at school and went home, and my mom fucking scolded her for leaving me at school to get blown up. So she made her come back to fucking school, pick me up.
Weren't
I
we so
went-
fucking paranoid at the time?
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
went home. My mom then found out that it was just it was nothing serious. So she made me go back to school.
Oh no.
By the time I got to right back into school and like
They
sitting
fucking-
there at the dean's
they-
because I was in the middle of period, so I couldn't go interrupt. I had to wait for the next period to start. So I sat there for like 20 minutes. And then all of a sudden the principal comes over the fucking PA system saying that there's too many kids that have left school for us to stay open.
Yeah, so they just
So
canceled
they just
fucking
canceled
school anyway.
school.
We all left. We said
Yeah.
fuck it. We were just like, I'm not staying here. There's
Yeah.
a bomb threat. Go fuck yourself. I don't
Yeah.
care if there's an
And
all
it ended
clear.
up being the police commissioner's son called it in from the fucking field. We have a field house, a basketball court that's large. It's not quite a stadium. It's not an arena, but it's pretty big. So they call it a field house. It's an old school term, but he called it in from the payphones that are there. Yeah. But yeah,
Wild
Columbine
times.
happened. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was so yeah, and then I
my sister
graduated the
just
next
bawling
year.
her eyes out. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, it's a tragedy, but you don't know these fucking people. Why are you crying so bad? I don't know if that makes me a sociopath or
man.
a psycho or whatever, but I just don't have that. If it happens to
There's-
somebody else, it's a tragedy, but I'm not gonna
You have
lose my like. She went into like a spiral.
Yeah.
Like,
You have a buffer.
yeah,
There's an amount of empathy that you can have with certain things, like, but like that's not like, you know, like it's not a flaw on your character by any means, because again, I have fucking also thought like people die every day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know all of these people. It sucks that some kids went in and fucking shot the shit out of people.
Yeah.
But also I think of, you know, what happened to those kids to
Yeah.
cause them to make that choice. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I've been on the brinks of what I would say a manic episode or like a fucking mental breakdown and shit. You make really bad choices. It just happens. But like, if I would have had the, you know, mental health help at that, you know, to you know, make better choices about things or be able to handle emotions, I think that's what, you know, kids even now are like lacking that in a way. You know,
Yeah.
not even just like fucking 20 some odd years ago as well. It's like it's been a problem for quite some time. You know, like people that went through Columbine are having fucking children, and they're, you know, like my kids are learning about it in fucking school and shit. You know, like they're taking it's made an impact and a difference in today's society. Like, you know, we now have active shooter information drills. I know
Yeah.
that I've
Yeah.
been through with some of the companies that you and I worked at.
Yeah,
we
we
had
had to
training,
do-
active shooter training
yeah.
for what to do if you're in the fucking warehouse and somebody's drawn a gun in the fucking office, and like it's you know, like it's really it's really fucking
Isn't
made a
it-
weird impact on the world, I think, you know.
Isn't it weird though? Because like I don't know, I'm not from Iowa, but like I don't know if it's the same. Like when I was in Oklahoma, I was there from birth to like 5 or 6.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, shell. Sorry, sorry, Oklahoma. I just America's
Sorry,
Wasteland.
I'm watching Tulsa King, and it's all about.
I like
in
Tulsa
in
King
Tulsa.
actually. Yeah. But I remember in like kindergarten, like vaguely about the whole duck and cover and get underneath your desk, right, for like a bomb drop, and I'm just like, and I
Just
didn't-
come to find out that does nothing.
So
oh no,
hold
it's
on.
it's
Like-
placebo, yeah.
I do recall doing that in grade school as well, but it was
Yeah.
for tornado drills. So like
Yeah.
we would get
Yeah.
lined up in
run
the
out into the
hall
hallway
with a book
duck
over your
cover,
fucking head
yeah.
if you could, you know, like so like we had the same thing, but like tornadoes apparently are more of a threat than a bomb to us. You know, that's how we got
You figure
described,
Oklahoma,
you know.
that's tornado.
We are
alley.
That's what
Tornado
I was
Valley,
like.
yeah.
I was gonna say you probably did an emergency.
I'm sure we did
evacuation
too as
thing.
well. Yeah. And then I went to Maryland after that. So and then I mean
Yeah.
that was
But in high
didn't
school, I don't
care.
remember. We never did any bomb drills or fucking.
no.
Active
No, we did
shooter
fire
shit
drills,
and-
like
yeah.
fire drills. Like everybody exit the fucking place, and we all go stand outside like hooligans and fucking bitch and
Yeah.
moan, you
Yeah.
know.
Either freeze your balls off or sweat your balls off, depending on what time of the year it is.
Yeah. Dude, fire drill in the wintertime? Fuck you,
Yeah,
you fucking assholes. Like, suck a dick. Fuck.
I like to watch the people that suffer when they would wear skimpy fucking shit
I just, like,
and they get stuck outside. It was like, serves you right.
they're fucking a bunch of pricks for that shit.
But so Taco Bell murder, yeah, that shit was crazy.
It was quite wild, man. What
yeah.
a weird time, right?
Yeah, Rock Island's had some crazy shit. The Quad Cities all together.
I was gonna say another famous missing person story is from the Quad Cities. A missing person. Fuck, what is her goddamn name? Trudy Appleby.
Oh, yeah, Trudy.
That's a pretty nationwide known fucking event that happened around there. So, girl, 12 years old in 1990. You know, whatever.
Yeah, somewhere in the 90s.
Early 90s. 12-year-old girl goes missing. Been looking for her ever since. I would imagine they're still trying to do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's been a long fucking
Then
time.
you had that. Was it the chiropractor who cut his wife's head off?
I do remember that one, but I don't remember the details.
Threw her out in the Mississippi, and they found her down like somewhere down in the Mississippi, and then they had to put head back together type fucking murder scene type. Yeah, he ended up getting caught.
Oh shit! I see. I don't remember that one necessarily. Yeah. I think I remember hearing about it, but
that happened like this would have been like 2005 to 2008.
Oh, okay, later
timeline. Yeah.
Was he?
Depressing.
Was he fucking?
He was a teacher at what is that? The fucking chiropractic college there.
The Palmer Chiropractic College. Ooh,
yeah.
I got a story about Palmer.
All right, yeah, let's transition. Is it more depressing?
This is a weird.
So we're getting away from death, Dave.
It's a
weird.
weird.
I prefer sex over death, but I'm hitting my mortality.
This is another like famous-ish person.
Sure,
Let's just okay, whatever. The fucking Quad Cities has Palmer Chiropractic College, right? I don't know how or who this person was that was involved in that some way. My stepmother fucking cleaned this lady's house, right? And so it's like I've had a taste of like what a millionaire motherfucker lives like, right? So like she cleans this fucking house. My dad is just starting to get with her, right? And so like that's where I go spend my weekends at, is the guest house of the millionaire person, Palmer involved fucking chiropractic lady. Whoever you are, lady, if you're still alive and you happen to hear this, I've been in your fucking house.
I shit your closet.
But mostly we went, like the fucking guest house was the place that I normally stayed at. But like we would get to go up there when my stepmom had to clean, and she had this indoor pool. It was pretty fucking sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had some family members out in the middle of I wanted to say it was Kansas, but it might be Nebraska. And they had a fucking sweet ass indoor pool.
That's fucking cool. Yeah, I remember that. And the other thing I remember from this lady's house is that she had a TV that came out of like some fucking robotic cabinetry looking shit. Like it would rise up out of the fucking like ground. I don't even know how to explain it. It was dude, it was wild. I was probably like 6, maybe 7, somewhere in there.
Oh man, that was a fucking CRT too.
Dude, it was either a CRT or like a rear projection or one of the I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to like look into it, because honestly, I recall this fucking happening, but it's like I don't know of the technology. But it was some sort of cabinet type thing that would open up.
It was either
and
console
it had a TV
or
inside
it was
of it.
CRT.
It was fucking insane. It was the coolest shit I'd ever seen in my life at that point in time. Nice. And I think we watched "Oh God, You Devil." I don't know why that's relevant information, but I remember very specific little tiny parts. Strange details. Anyway.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So yeah, Palmer, he was a teacher at Palmer. No more deaths.
Wicked Underground, Part 4, the final chapter. Brand new shit, 2008 right here, motherfucker. Swinging all arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. Swing your arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. 26 years since my motherfucking birth. Could've tossed out my life for all it's fucking worth. I'm a sick fuck with nothing left to give. They told me I was wrong and told me how to live in the underground, where I gotta remain. Keep writing songs about brain matter, blood stains. Keep it wicked, keep it scary, and keep it very bloody, man. Props to Ben Stockwell, he's my fucking buddy, yo. Swing your arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. Swing your arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. First of all, gotta give it to the man up top. He giving me the energy to go non-stop. Deuces gotta go to my boy Stockwell, throwing these shows, and you know we getting crunk as hell. Yes sir, I'm feeling alright, just goddamn hand me another Bud Light. Mad props to everyone here tonight, showing love to the underground, and you best believe that's right. Swing your arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. Swing your arms from the left to the right if you got love for the underground tonight. Shake your hips to the groove of the beat, showing that love underneath the streets. Underneath the streets. Underneath the streets. Underneath the streets.
So yeah, me and Adam have actually, since you were talking about warehouses and having to do different training, me and Adam have worked at a couple jobs together.
Just basically follow you around from job to job. I mean, that's, basically what it is.
Hey, I always try to hook up my homie. That's it. But we both worked at a fun time. It was fucking Hot Topic in South Park Mall, Moline, Illinois.
The Hot Topic.
The Hot Topic. I had gotten a job
shit.
there and being a juggalo, so they wanted diversity.
Dead dirty carnies, dead juggalos. They wanted us to be able to market to the actual juggalo
Because
people that came in there.
the peak of the Disney shit had already happened with Great Malenko, but there was still trailing of it. Like they were starting to sell it in Hot Topic. They were selling
at that
their
point in time,
t-shirts.
dude, Shangri-La was coming out. Like Hell's Pit was.
I remember when I started working there, Hell's Pit had just came out or was just out or something like that.
It had just come out, not too terribly long. And then
I remember when we were working there, Hell's Pit came out.
Then Psychopathics from Outer Space Volume 2 was also coming out, and they were trying to sell $4.50 fucking bottles of Faygo. God, I almost called it Juggalo juice. Jesus.
I mean, basically,
that's what that's what it is. But
yeah, good times. There was a crazy at the fucking manager.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the smoking hot fucking
assistant manager,
just dime piece like that. Nerdy, long brunette, witchy-ish type.
Very witchy vibes, but very quiet and she
kept to herself.
She was super awesome. She did like super fantastic job as an assistant manager.
She should have been manager.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
Yeah.
I went to the original fucking Carnival of Carnage concert
in
Detroit, Michigan. No, you didn't. You lying motherfucker.
Yeah. Bitch, you ain't no ninja.
Yeah, right.
There was some other cool stuff about the place. I mean, like everything was nothing. Nightmare Before Christmas, which is like the same nowadays.
Still now,
like everything's Nightmare Before Christmas. They got a lot more anime shit in Hot Topic.
They had a lot better sticker collection,
dude. Like the Hot Topic back then felt like. See,
I got a sticker there that said fucking straight edge. I'll drink to that. Like, you're not going to see that in a store nowadays.
Spencer's might still have weird shit like
we're
that.
talking Hot Topic.
Right.
Spencer's has fucking sex toys. So
yeah,
and then Hot Topic does not have. They may have nipple clamps at Hot Topic, but that's
I was just like, what the fuck?
They got
It's now CVS.
Yeah, they got body. I was gonna say they do have body jewelry, but I
Yeah.
don't think they have like sex toys
No.
at all. They have like fucking blind bag toys from all the weird like niche things kids are into.
Yeah.
I remember there was like it was
Free T-shirt Tuesday.
well, I mean that wasn't how it was supposed to be.
Oh, no,
but
no,
yeah,
that's right,
like
that's right.
when we got inventory in, there was somehow not one. Well, there was always the inventory was right when it got counted and brought in, and then it got put on the shelf, and then somehow it wasn't anymore. And that wasn't my fault.
Yes, right. Those damn thieving ass kids, man.
What the fuck? Yeah, I got talked to about my shrink or whatever it was, like
Yeah.
the percentage of shrink that happens on shifts that I worked with, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I'm not telling the Juggalo kids how to steal things. I'm not telling them that those little devices that are set up next to the front door don't actually do anything.
Yeah.
So, they're useful information. They do now. Like nowadays, like
Yeah.
fucking shit be going off all the time. But back then, ours didn't.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know
was
if they
more
were
of a-
supposed to.
I don't think it was. I think it was always broken.
Well, if it wasn't broken, it was just set up as a
Yeah,
like a
Fake
deterrent,
cameras type
like,
shit.
yeah. And then we had the fucking the mirrors in the corners of the
Yeah.
back of the store that you were supposed to be able to watch
Yeah, right
people.
by the TV wall or the TV or the
Yeah.
T-shirt wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you were supposed to be able to see everything that fucking people were doing. Like,
But yeah,
I
but
don't
at the
know.
same time, you're supposed to fold shirts
And
fucking
put
help
away shirts.
customers.
And
restock.
tell people that tell people like, hey, since you're looking at My Chemical Romance t-shirts, would you like to see some My Chemical Romance pins or maybe a
poster?
hat? Perhaps a hat.
No
poster?
Nickelback.
No.
Maybe a hat and a pin to go with that.
Yeah,
What about a
and then if
photograph?
you buy this t-shirt that you got in your hands right now, you can get another one for 30% off.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then on top of that, all of that stacks up to give you hot cash. And hot cash is like a
Forgot about hot
coupon.
cash.
Is like a coupon for you to use
Like
later.
Kohl's Cash?
Yeah,
Kind of,
similar.
yeah.
Yeah, but we want you to keep coming back and spending your fucking money with us. I mean, what
You got nothing
storefront
that fits
isn't-
me, people.
What storefront isn't a corporate shill? And it just like working there was fun
It was
because
you got to listen to great music all day long.
I just did not have any stake in the game. I
Yeah.
had been arrested already, and I
Oh,
was
that's
going
right,
through
that's
court,
right.
and it was a seasonal job for me,
Yeah.
and I was coming up on like having to go fucking face a jail time, in Wisconsin. So it's like I didn't give a fuck. I just was like, yeah, sure, I don't give a shit about people stealing. Like, why am I going to stop anybody from doing that? Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. Like shit, I stole from that mall when a couple of years prior to fucking even working there, like I
Oh,
got
okay.
fucking my girlfriend at the time got arrested stealing at the mall, like, and I had stolen with her. Right, here's a great story. Fuck, so the stole stuff from a fucking store. They had gone around and stole a bunch of shit as well. We meet up out front because I smoked cigarettes. I was like fucking outside and whatnot. They're sitting there, and then the fucking mall security people walk up, and they're like, hey, you two need to come with us. We caught you taking shit, blah blah blah, and like took the two of them off, and I'm just sitting there. And well, that's actually the first day I had taken an official dose of LSD.
Oh,
so
wow.
So I'm tripping balls.
That's a good experience.
This is the story of 213, just so
Oh,
you know.
nice.
But because that's what it was. It was February 13th.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get the idea. Point being is that I got stranded at the mall on LSD after had said stealing for a little while from the place, but I didn't get caught because I'm not a fucking idiot. Like I don't go and put fucking 3 pairs of jeans on in the fucking dressing room and then walk out of the fucking store. Like, come the fuck on.
Yeah.
You dumb person.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, she was a nice girl, but very not very forward thinking about how to do criminal activities. Sorry, I just it came naturally to me. I don't know, maybe it's just not a thing for everybody, but I always was like, I know how to operate under the fucking radar.
Originally, I got caught stealing candy from Walgreens
Oh shit!
back in the day.
Okay.
And then since then, I've learned and
Mhm.
grown as a person. So yes, I've mastered my 5-finger stickery.
I mean, sometimes motherfucker got it because you want to save $7 on fucking toothpaste or whatever the fuck it might be. I don't know.
Or the warehouse has fucking 16,000 boxes of toilet paper,
Oh shit,
and I don't want to buy any fucking toilet paper for the house.
bro.
So I'm stealing a box of toilet paper from the place I work
Bro.
at. or hand soap, or because they've
not.
got a closet full of hand soap, and it's like, why can't I have some hand soap at home? Like, so it wasn't always like t-shirts or stickers or shit like that. Sometimes it was just straight essentials that it needed for the crib, you know, like
straight essential Tuesday, free essentials Tuesday. Fucking dude, since we're on the fucking topic, like dude, it's wild. Just like the you bring up that exact point of the place that we both worked at with the warehouse, and they're too much having ass toilet paper motherfuckers. So COVID hit, and there was just the outages and shit.
Yeah.
And I took an entire fucking box, the whole 96 fucking rolls. That was the worst toilet paper I've ever had in my life. But I started distributing it to people. It's like, hey,
if
you
you rolled it up
paper,
enough times,
yeah. I
it
mean,
became
like
one
any
ply.
toilet,
Yeah, that half ply.
you can, you can
42
you know,
times reaches the moon.
Yeah.
you make things work. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like you can
And in
have
that
to use
time
a
of
fucking
COVID,
yeah.
Shit,
But
I
it is
bought
like,
toilet paper out of a guy's trunk because we couldn't find any around here. We came back from Colorado once,
yeah, dude.
and there was like it had hit, and everywhere I went to, there was no toilet paper.
Yeah, it's fucking
Like,
wild. What's that?
yeah.
So strange. We were at the grocery store, and my kid hadn't really left the house to go like in the real world for a long time, besides like medical shit. So we're looking at like lunch meat and shit, and was just like, why is it stocked like this? I was like, dude, you like, this is how it's been since COVID, bro. Like there's like either a limited supply, the supply chain is backed up, it's on back order. I don't know.
Evergreen happens.
Sometimes there's
Yeah.
shit that you just can't really get at the store anymore. And that's like a weird reality that I live in. I didn't really ever experience that
Or the
before.
stores
you know what I mean?
used to be 24 hours.
Oh yeah,
Or
that
they used to be
too.
open till 11
Yeah.
or midnight, and now they close at fucking 9 o'clock.
I
And it's
mean,
like,
yeah. So
it's like you can't get a bite to eat. And like I live here on Euclid and 14th Street in Des Moines.
Just
And,
dox
like,
your
you
fucking
can't-
self. Jeez.
I don't give a shit. Like I
don't
didn't
know
say
where.
exact.
I was
you
gonna
know,
say
like-
that is a broad range of area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I can live in a lot
but-
of places in that area, like 14th and
I
Euclid.
described a
like-
very big man who squinched his face down to look like a furry fucking hot dog. No offense. I don't think there's many people that match that fucking description
That's
in
fantastic.
Euclid and 14th.
Well,
Most of them probably are skinny, methy.
You saying I stick out in the crowd there? But
Just a bit, just a bit.
Yes.
Up in this piece. Yeah. What? Yet again I'm smoking, taking one to the chin. You see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Yet again I'm smoking, taking one to the chin. You see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Welcome to my world. It's a tiny little bit insane. A deep psycho trip up inside my fucked up brain. It's a pity that the city seems a little bit too dark. All my dogs got a bite that'd be worse than their bark. The cursor's pointing at me and I gotta move it quick. The full feds always looking, sniffing all up on my dick. Throw them off the trail, bombing buildings right up in the night. Kansas City shuffle. Yeah, man, I move it to the right. And when I move, I carry with me all of my weight. Hit you in the head, fumble with a brick of my freight. All these bitches never wanna seem to get a second date, so I kill them. That's when I make it to the home plate. Yet again I'm smoking, taking one to the chin. You see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Yet again I'm smoking, taking one to the chin. You see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Blood is on my hands, leaking all about my ears. Been around the underground for about 7 years. Smoking this, taking that, now my brain is turned to mush. And all I think about is getting in between the bush. 213 is haunting, taking over mental states. I wanna kill you, serve you hard on a dinner plate. String you up one by one, weaving skin with some fishing line. Hour after hour, another chunk of flesh becomes mine. I'm sick and psycho. What? I told you, yes I did. Still thought you could fuck with me, the one and only fat kid. Stab you in the throat, make you wish you were never born. I get off on the way, your bloody neck is all ripped and torn. Yet again I'm smoking, Taking one to the chin, you see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Yet again I'm smoking. Taking one to the chin, you see me riding dirty, rolling with a dirty grin. Yeah. When the wheels turning, better run and do a little spin. You never know we creeping. My brain is leaking. Got a bong, got a bowl. I'm smoking a blunt for my soul. It be damn to eternity. What you fuckers really know is blessed by the best. Learning time how to rhyme. Gotta give this
I didn't even get to tell my favorite shitting story. We're almost kidding.
Tell the favorite shitting
No,
story.
no, it's fine.
No. I was just like,
I've got a pretty good shitting story myself.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
let's
we
wrap
ended with
this
a shit,
episode
a
up and do
shitty
a
end,
second one.
a shitty end because
We're
of the
gonna have a
toilet paper.
shitty ending here.
Well,
So-
we have a shitty ending. I have a shit story as well, Dave.
All right,
so let's have you kick it off.
Sure, yeah,
I don't know how it would affect the microphone with your hand on the cord.
yeah. No,
Dun dun dun.
I'm just
Shitty
waiting to
stories.
see this. So
Coming
All right.
live.
Shitty
the
stories.
same apartment with the sex story.
Uh-huh.
So he had, from my understanding, what was going on was he was running up our credit cards, and we were just having a hard time making ends meet. My parts of the rent and everything kept going up. We had one point in time where water was just shut off, and I was like, all right. So I'm shitting in trash bags or shitting in like grocery sacks, and then just over the second floor, one of our windows didn't have a screen on it, and below was a garbage can, like a big dumpster. So I used to just hawk it out the window. And I didn't have one day, just a fucking hot summer, no fucking bag. And I had to fucking take a shit. So I just stuck my ass out the fucking window and just took a shit. And it was just fucking long ass soft serve straight going down. And I'm just imagining the whole time, I was like, fuck him, I'm doing this. The lady downstairs is just watching this fucking python of a turd come past her fucking window.
Oh my god.
That's not even the best
Some
part.
guy walking by.
Not even the best fucking
bare ass sticking out a window.
just taking a shit. Not even the worst part. But the best part is later that night, because we don't have air conditioning, windows are open. There was a homeless guy that was to go through our fucking dumpster looking for fucking cans and shit. And I just hear him just fucking screaming. It's like, what the fuck? Just freaking the fuck out. Rummaging through my turds.
Oh
That's
shit,
awesome,
man,
Dave.
that's fucking wild, dude.
No shame.
Good God. Okay. John, you got a shit story?
Yeah, I got a shit story. I don't know if it'll bare ass out the window, but back in the apartment in downtown Rock Island,
Uh-huh.
shit face drunk. I don't remember which night it was, but I'm sleeping in my room. I fucking think that my closet is the bathroom. And you remember that Packers trash can that I had taken from your person?
Yeah.
I had fucking squatted down on that and fucking just let it go. And then I stood up and was like, shit, I still gotta pee, and fucking peed into the trash can.
Making some fucking jinkums.
Yeah. And then and then felt like I walked from the bathroom back to my room and got into bed and went to sleep.
Oh, Lord Almighty. All right.
So did you have a defecation story?
I do.
Yeah,
I
Adam,
do.
you got
I have.
something?
I have two. One's very quick, and the second one has more detail. Okay, so you were saying your apartment had the water turned off, and you had to shit in the bags. Okay, cool. We had a toilet seat on top of a 5-gallon bucket
Oh, okay,
that
I've
we
been
were
there.
all pissing and shitting into, and then eventually it would get dumped into the toilet to flow through the plumbing. We didn't have water that was actively working, but like the plumbing, the sewer going out or whatever fucking line was fine. So we would just like shit and piss in a bucket. Anyway, point being, gross. But
Compost it.
you know, and then a little bit later in life, long bit later in life, I'd been on a pretty good Xanax bender.
Fuck, I know this one. I took pictures of this one.
So I was on a pretty good Xanax bender, and I was coming home. I lived on the south side at that point in time, and we were driving, and my guts were just going right. So like I'm feeling it inside and everything like that. I'm literally pulling up to park in front of my house, and I'm like, I'm pressing on the brake with one foot. I got another foot pushing my ass and everything up off the fucking chair, squeezing my butt cheeks together, trying to hold everything on. I get parked. I run into the fucking place. I'm living on the 3rd fucking floor. I get up 2 flights of stairs, and as the 3rd stairs, I round the fucking corner. I just let go. I couldn't hold it anymore, and I just start liquid shitting everywhere in my pants. Wearing fucking like shorts, underwear, basketball shorts. I shit down my legs. It was and then like at one point
into the socks,
the shoes, dude. And I got to the fucking door, so I had shit like on the stairs coming up, and I got to the door, got in my house, took all the clothes off in my bathroom, started washing myself, finished shitting, whatever the fuck. The shit stayed on the fucking the stairwell.
Yeah, because I came by one day and I'm walking.
What, you didn't go out there and clean it?
No, he fucking left it there. I fucking found this. It looks like Clayface.
That's
had
more
melted.
Rock Island than I've ever heard before.
The fucking thing is, they had a plastic fucking runner on the carpet, and it was on the fucking plastic.
Yeah,
and it was just there. No one cleaned it up, and then they fucking cut the fucking plastic and threw the plastic away.
Yeah, I shit in the fucking stairwell at the apartment building that I lived in because I just could not hold it anymore. It just happened, and I'm not proud of it, but I was proud enough to where I walked back out and thought it was funny enough to take a picture. Again, I'm a drug addict. I apologize. I have potty humor, but like, you know, like, fuck, dude, that was the funniest shit that had happened in my life. And then I posted on Facebook. Yes. It's on my fucking Facebook. Yes. Fucking that shit was wild.
Anyway. I was like, what the fuck? Some shit on your stairwell.
Yep, that was me. So good times,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, that was good.
What an embarrassing fucking story. Why would I tell that shit? Anyway.
Nah, shit happens, you know?
I mean, it does. Shit does happen, for sure.
Let it flow.
I could tell you a couple other shit in my pants fucking story.
I've got some other ones too. But
another time, perhaps.
Another place, another toilet.
Do we have any shitty advice for people? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
shitty advice.
Shitty advice. I mean, it's not so shitty, but I would say for anyone in general that, you know, if you ever encounter a bear trap in the woods, I would not particularly dip my balls in it to try and be funny in front of my friends. That's my tip for the day.
Yeah, you should never maim yourself for the humor of others.
I mean, you know, it's you know, never dip your nutsack in and out of a bear trap is what I'm trying to tell you.
Gotcha.
That's some Juggalo Rock Island shit right there, right?
All right.
I'm just saying, you know.
No, I think it's valid advice.
I mean, like, we're not strip club topics, so I just figured advice for fucking whomstever. It doesn't matter anymore at this point.
Any random advice.
Gotcha. This is advice. If you ever make the mistake or have the unfortunate opportunity or whatever situation occurs and you accidentally hit a dog, not with a vehicle, not with a bike, but like the person was messing around in the living room, fell over and landed on the dog. It was a big dog. It was a Rottweiler. So nothing really happened. The dog was fine. But my buddy felt so bad for having thought that he'd hurt the dog, decided that he would cuddle his ball sack to make the dog feel better. Cuddle, like fondle, fucking Jibbles ball sack. And he did other things with it too. But I'm not going to speak to that. But I would not do that. If don't get the dog a treat, pet the dog.
You say, "Oh, I'm sorry, pup."
I don't know what that gentleman had ingested. I wasn't there for that, to be honest. But I know who that gentleman is, and he's on the same level of ingestibles as a lot of the other fellows we ran with. But who knows? Like, was he drunk? He was drunk.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, was there other stuff or was it just that? Because I could, like,
probably weed, cocaine.
Well, you might get a weird idea or two, but like that kind of weird idea that's trauma. That's how it happened to that man, that poor guy. You know what I mean? But anyway, don't fondle a dog's balls to make it feel better.
Yes.
Cool.
Just because you fucked up. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, Dave, what are you gonna follow that one up with?
I'm sorry, I'm still a little
I stole the show with that one, I guess.
No, that's fine. I'm drawing a blank on some shitty advice. So don't go to the Grand Canyon. I don't remember the very specific stop, but there's a stop, and there's a communal toilet. And it's not really a communal toilet. I mean, kind of is. It's a restroom at a stop that didn't work, and everyone kept shitting and contributing to the shit, and every shit was a different color. It was like looking at a geographical map of different countries and counties. And I'm just like, huh. Yeah, just don't add to that. Hold it. Why was there 42 shades of fucking different shit and contents on the seat, around the seat, the back of the seat, front of the seat,
in the DJ booth?
In the DJ booth.
That's a callback to episode 1.
And the greatest thing was I had walked in to take a piss, and then I went to go wash my hands, and it said, "Do not leave your hands in the water too long because there's a high, I think, phosphorus or something."
Oh my god!
So I was like, "All right, well, I'm glad I brought a big bottle of Perel." But if there's a communal shitter, and you have aiming problems, and you can't get your shit into the communal toilet, don't add to it. Hold it.
Don't make it worse.
Yeah, don't be that dick.
But what if they can't use the stairs like everybody else?
There were no stairs. There was a Grand Canyon.
No, I mean, like
they could have just go shit off the Grand Canyon.
I guess that's true. You could shit into the Grand Canyon. What a fucking way.
I mean, I done out a window. They can do it over the canyon.
Fantastic.
I don't know if you could. If
anybody can do it.
You know, it's the fucking Grand Canyon. There's got to be a place for them to take a shit. Though, is it desecrating a national?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
That's defecating
if you want to be
monument or something.
If you want to be a criminal,
there you go. Yeah.
Go shit in the Grand Canyon.
Perfect. Fantastic. Everybody out there in the fucking listening world, thanks for your support. We have an email. You can get a hold of us, thetiprailpodcast@gmail.com. Send us some submissions, and maybe we'll get to reading it on air. So, sitting at Sniffer's Row with fucking Big John from back in 62.
Whoop, whoop.
And our good homie Dave from right here in Des Moines. God damn it. Yo. So, welcome back. Come on back again and listen to us next time. Peace.
Send us your shit stories.
Shitty stories. Bitch, you ain't no ninja.
Yeah, right.